Absolutely packed here. Great excitement in the arena. The Serbian flags will be getting waved furiously because the women's long jump final is about to begin. And Ivana Vuleta, formerly known as Ivana Spanovic, is the defending champion, and she has been the poster figure for all these games.
Get ready for the women's long jump final.
Finale za dame u skoku dalj.
The noise for Vuleta will be deafening when we get to her introduction. "15 women battling for long jump gold.
Let's meet the 15 athletes. First of all, Fatima Diame, Spain.
Fatima Diame from Spain, 4 times a national indoor champion. Cornisha Burks, 4th at the Birmingham World Indoors. Michaela Jones, Bahamian national record in January.
Brazil.
Eliane Martins from Brazil, 6 times a national champion.
Tiffany Flynn, USA.
Tiff Flynn, 2nd in the USA champs.
Larissa Iapicino, Italy.
Larissa Iapicino, junior world record last year.
Nguyen, Hungary.
Anastasia Ngoyen of Hungary, national champion.
Ruth Osoro, Nigeria.
Ruth Osoro, NCAA triple jump champion from Nigeria.
Lorraine Ugan, Great
Lorraine Ugan, bronze in 2016,
Florentina
looking to
Iesco,
fly.
Romania.
Romania's Florentina Iesco.
And for Serbia.
Dame i gospodo, pozdravite velikim aplausom Milicu Gardašević.
Listen to the noise from Milica Gardašević, European junior champion. Brilliant season so far.
European indoor bronze medalist for Sweden.
Kadia Sagnia,
Adi Sagnia.
huge consistency and a huge talent.
The triple jump silver.
Twice, 670.
Ukraine.
A potom i dama iz Ukrajine.
Marina Beck-Romanchuk produced a huge last round in the triple jump for silver. She's trying to do the jumping double.
Nigerije.
Esme Brunei, the Olympic bronze medalist from Nigeria. And listen to this.
I na kraju branit će titulu u Beogradskoj areni.
Ivana Vuleta, the defending champion, the darling of a nation, the face of the event. A massive roar, the pressure is on, and tonight's atmosphere just got even bigger and even better. We're still waiting to see whether indeed we will get a camera into that coin toss to determine the last finalist for the men's 60-metre hurdles. Just a reminder, it's Shusi Namoto and David King. But there is Vuleta. What pressure in front of her home crowd, but what a reception, Alid.
Yeah, phenomenal. It's always great to see the home athlete get that support of the crowd, and I really think she's going to deliver a big performance here. Of course, there's pressure. You want to deliver at your home track. You want to, you've got your friends, your family here, but who better to have that pressure on her shoulders?
You will remember well 80,000 people for the Paralympic Games in London in 2012. Is it easy to get overawed by that level of home support and warmth, or do you just simply thrive off it?
Of course. I mean, it's all down to the athlete. For me, I just wanted to harness it. I knew it was going to give me an extra 25%, so I made sure that I just brought myself down a bit to about a 75% and let my fans and family and everyone that was in the crowd just carry me through that little bit to deliver a performance. And we saw it in the shot, but with Kloshnets, he couldn't quite get it. He was overexcited and ended up fouling out.
Fatima Diame of Spain. red flag, I'm afraid. It was a good jump. So it's going to be really busy on this side of the track because we will have the male pole vaulters coming down in the opposite direction to that which we'll see the women's long jumpers. Valletta will be the fourth to go. The noise will be incredible. And what a performance earlier on today by Marina Beck-Romanchuk. Out of the medals in the triple jump, going into the sixth and final round. And she soared to a very emotional silver. Attempting to do the double here. Beck-Romanchuk looking to get off to a fast start in this women's long jump competition. Crowd in raptures. She's well over the board, I'm afraid, and she knew it. Tiring day for her. 1 silver already. Anything else would be a bonus. Just a reminder, no measurement there for Beck-Romanchuk. We're still waiting for confirmation. It's Shusi Nomoto of Japan with a PB in the first of the semi-finals over 60, and David King of Great Britain with a PB in the third of the semi-finals. We're waiting to see when and where the coin toss will take place to determine which of them will have the 8th and final spot in the big showdown. Cornisha Burks, just off the podium in Birmingham 4 years ago, national indoor champion. 6.96 outdoors, her lifetime best. 6.65 this season. Just outside the top 10 performers so far in 2022. Diame and Beck-Romanchuk failing to register a mark. The next athlete to go after Burks will be Valletta, and she'll bring the house down. Looked pretty good on the board. Very, very good jump. I think she got the green there. It was pin perfect. And that is a very, very good jump from the American Cornisha Burks. So busy on the infield that actually the official board in the stadium that they look at is up in the stands. Still watching, still waiting. How about that? 6.77. That is a brilliant start by the American.
Yeah, that's great. Really applying the pressure on. It's always good to set the nerves in the first round, but to go out and deliver a performance like that, even better.
Listen to this for Ivana Valletta, the defending champion from Serbia, will be roared on by this crowd. Round 1 in her bid to successfully defend her title. She's over the board. It was a massive jump, but unfortunately she was over. And that's what you're talking about, Alid. It's great being roared on by the crowd, but if that adrenaline leaves you reaching, you've got to harness it back in and go back to the technical basics.
Yeah, she's just looking up at the board, looking at the replay of her own jump. You know, you could feel and hear that crowd going with it down the runway. There is speed increasing, but it's all about timing, and you need to make sure you can harness that, all those emotions. They're going to raise everything up. They're going to take things to the next level, so you need to make sure you can control it and use it to your advantage.
Just a little bit of instruction there for Valletta. What a great championship performer. She got a bronze in Moscow and Beijing, third in Rio. This is Sagnia, European indoor bronze last year for the Swede. Youth Olympic champion in triple jump back in 2010, so a fabulous all-rounder. 6.77 is the early lead with that magnificent opener from Cornisha Burks. Over the board. Once again, a jump that would have been very, very close to 7 meters. If they can harness this energy and get on the right side of that line, we could see a very, very high quality competition.
Yeah, these ladies have produced some big jumps so far. Even though they are foot fouls, showing that there's big jumps in there. And I really think we're going to see a close competition right here unfolding. It's just crowd, everyone's going to be behind this. Be a lot of attention on it, a lot of attention on the field events right now. It's heating up.
Kayla Jones, the Barbadian. She's a really, really talented combined events athlete. 6,300 points in the heptathlon. Former world junior champion, now once again focusing specifically on the long jump. She's waiting for the cone to be moved so that she can begin. And just like the pole vaulters running towards her, she needs to just block out what's going on through her peripheral vision. Youngster asking for the crowd to get involved. Very close to that line. Now, has she got the green light? It was tight either way. No longer do we have an official. We have this illuminated stick. It's close. Yep, green. So at last, we have a second valid first round effort. Burks with 677. That won't be as far, but it will settle the Barbadian down.
Yeah, she looked like she just lost a bit of speed when she was coming into the board, probably seeing all these other fouls unfold. Just wanted to make sure she got one in.
Well, apparently that's been measured as a foul. She thought she was safe. Well, it did appear that Kayla Jones of Barbados had registered a valid jump as we wait for Tiffany Flynn to have her go. Initially, the green stick went green, but then it was reversed. So we still only have one valid jump in the competition so far, and it belongs to Flynn's teammate, Quenisha Burks, who jumped out to 677, which is a fine first round effort. So fouls from Diame, Beck-Romanchuk, Vuleta, formerly Spanovic, Sagnia, Jones and Martins. Could we have 2 Americans on the scoreboard early on? Good on the board, so it'll count. Well done. A difficult first round because they would all be aware that very few are managing to register a legal effort, and that is better. The 2 Americans are on the board.
Yeah, it's a much better jump. Green stick illuminating, just away in the distance. 6 meters and 70 for her. It's a season's best and a great start to her campaign.
Fabulous from the American teammates, 677 and 670. I'd still like to know what happened with Kayla Jones, because she was given the green light and it looked tight to the line, but it looked a really good jump, and then it was reversed. Anyway, we move to Larissa Iapicino, world junior record last year, 691. Her mum, Fiona May, who emigrated to Italy, won this title 25 years ago. In 1997, Fiona May took gold. And here's her daughter, still a teenager, in the final a quarter of a century later. Good on the board. Solid first round effort from the young Italian. So little by little, we are getting 1 or 2 registering their first round attempts. 2 Americans for 677 and 670. I don't think this is quite as far from Iapicino. Taking a long time to be measured. I'm watching the big scoreboard in the corner of the Štark arena. So she. And still we wait. Looked around about, what, 6.5? 6.55 that's been given. She is on the board. An amazing turn of events in Belgrade. Right, back with this long jump competition. Ruth Osoro, US collegiate champion, national record holder in the triple jump. 6.77 is still the leading mark by Quenisha Burks very early on in the first round. Tiffany Flynn 6.70, Iapicino 6.55, and Ese Brume, Osoro's compatriot, has registered a modest 6.22, but only 4 valid jumps so far in this final in the opening round. Let's go, says Ruth Osoro, asking the crowd to respond. Good on the board. That is a solid first round effort where so many have failed to register a mark. That was better. Green light is flashing. So Flynn's in second with 6.70, Iapicino third with 6.55, and Brume, Osoro's teammate, is fourth with 6.22. Now we've had a 5th valid jump. Somewhere in the middle, maybe 6.50-ish. Still watching, still waiting. Taking a while for this measurement to be forthcoming. In the foreground, Oleg Zernikal getting ready for his 3rd and final attempt at 5.75. Still waiting for Osoro's mark to come up. I'm looking at the big scoreboard. Wow, that was a great effort. 6.69. So she moves into 3rd place. 5 women now on the board. So, Aled Davis has stepped out of the commentary box. And Hannah has come back in to join me. And Hannah, what an extraordinary evening in the process of unfolding. Have you ever seen anything like a lucky draw for a place in a World Championship final?
I really haven't. Just give Lorraine Ugan a moment. British champion, 6.75 indoors this season. Oh, how was that on the board? No, foul there for Lorraine Ugan. What a shame. What a first round in this women's long jump. Everyone's a little bit cagey, they're a little bit nervous. But back to this pulling of, oh, close foul there for Lorraine Ugan. David King and Shushi Nomoto having to do a drawing out of a hat. I would have much preferred to see a runoff, personally. I know it's busy down there, but there's a lot riding a spot in a World Championship final. That affects your shoe contracts, that affects your bonuses for the year, it might affect your funding with a national governing body. There's lots of things that affects for that to be on the drawing of a name out of a hat.
So you would have rather done that, even though that would have therefore put whoever won at a disadvantage in terms of fatigue come the final?
Personally, yes, I would have liked to see them. Maybe they did have a choice, maybe they chose the coin toss. Iosko, Romania on the runway to complete this first round of the women's long jump. I just feel, I know it's busy down there, it's a busy afternoon programme here, this final evening at the World Indoor Championships. But I would have loved to see a run-off for that final spot into a world final. Outdoors, sometimes they get away with it if they've got 9 lanes, they might be able to chuck an extra person in. Iosko here, European Junior Champion back in 2015. That's still her personal best from that year. So Florentina Iosko of Romania fighting to get into that top 8, to have a further 3 jumps in the second half of this competition, and that's a huge foul. So much talk about the bounciness of this runway. Many people attributing Round 2 of the women's long jump. Fatima Diame of Spain. Foul in the first round. 10 out of these 15 competitors fouled in their first round jump. So impressive of Quenisha Burks to do that 6 meters and 77 and put herself in the first position in this first round. Fatima Diame could have competed in the triple jump earlier. She is a multi-eventer. Choosing to focus just on this long jump. That looked better on the board. Went back and made those adjustments that were necessary. It looked like a safer jump. She was quite far behind the board. But Spain's Diame will register a score here. And at the moment, any mark could be good enough for 6th place. Only had 5 valid jumps so far. Still no mark for Diame. I can't see one in the stadium. A couple of scoreboards out here. 6 meters and 60, good enough for 4th place at the moment.
What a night unfolding, Hannah. Women's long jump, men's pole vault, women's 800, men's 15, the relays and the men's 60-meter hurdle still to come.
And what a day Beck Romanchuk is having. I read in the break, it was her 2nd ever triple jump this morning. 2 fouls, 2 no marks in her long jump competitions in 2022. I wonder if Marina Beck Romanchuk just turned up to have a look at this runway this morning and went home with a silver medal. She gets the green light, red light, straight away, red light there for Marina Beck Romanchuk. She's got just one more attempt to keep her dreams alive.
Mondo Duplantis, 585, the first man to attempt it, the first man to clear it. The gold is still on. We've lost Lily Foss of Norway, Lightfoot of the USA, Blech of Germany, and Collet of France, all bowing out at 575. Duplantis, the first man over at 585, in the lead in what for him could be the early stages at 585. Remember, he came here and scorched to a new world indoor record of 6:19 less than 2 weeks ago. So far, so good for Duplantis.
Back to the women's long jump. This is still our leader, Quenisha Burks from the USA. 4th in Birmingham at the World Indoor Championships. I love her start. Almost looks like she's going to do a sprint start, or maybe a 3-point start with one hand down. It's worked well so far for the American. Good on the board. She was miles behind, as she was with her first attempt. Quenisha Burks at the moment looking the most comfortable on this runway. So much speed on the runway. She, to me, looks the fastest. Well, they should do that afterwards just to help us out, have a quick 60-meter race if there's time. Six meters and 51, no improvement for Quenisha Burks. Just at the start of this 2nd round in the women's long jump. And here she is, the woman of the hour, Ivana Vuleta. She's the poster girl. She's been living here in Belgrade for 2 weeks. Her training ground in Novi Sad has been shut. She hasn't been able to train there. She's been here for 2 weeks. Talk about home advantage when people are talking about a tricky runway, but you've been here for 2 weeks. Surely that means you are best equipped. She is keeping herself very calm. The crowd are getting excited. Great to see that green light. Defending champion. Already seen Yelena Rojas defend her title. Can Ivana Vuleta put the pressure on the rest of the field in this 2nd round? 6 meters meters and 89. That's what's come up in the stadium. That is a lead by 22 centimeters for the Serbian superstar. The queues were massive outside. Everybody was trying to get a ticket. The stadium looks full from here and the atmosphere is electric. Ivana Vuleta rising to the occasion like she so often does.
Oh, this is brilliant. We thought we'd saved the best for last, and that's how it's panning out at the moment. Vuleta igniting this sellout crowd into the lead in pole position for a successful title defence, and we've still got some amazing finals to come. Sagnia. A no jump in the first round. Music absolutely booming. Just looking to see whether they've put the cone out. Yes, they have. Meanwhile, back to the long jump. The Americans still going well.
Tiffany Flynn in that bronze medal position, thanks to her 6 meters and 70 centimeters from the first round. Training partner of Lorraine Ugen and of Akela Jones are all coached by Dwight Phillips. If you want to be coached by someone, you might as well get coached by the 4-time world champion, Olympic champion. Tiffany Flynn using all that speed on the runway. Oh, she put herself right in the mix. Yes, she's got a green light as well. What a jump from Tiffany Flynn. Second at USA's, slightly off her season's best of 6 meters and 66 at the USA. She's gone past that with her first round jump of 6 meters and 70. Can she add anything to that first round attempt? Stretching every bit of her body as far as she can into this long jump pit. And she does improve, 6 meters and 78. Leapfrogs Kanisha Burks. USA first and second at the moment. Can Ese Brume say about that? Down in 9th place at the moment. She'll want to be in that top 8. Just 6 meters and 22 in her first round. She did register a mark when so many athletes didn't. Ese Brume, as we said, in her first competition of the 2022 season. So perhaps a little bit rusty, feeling her way into this competition. She is the Olympic bronze medalist from Tokyo. That was Nigeria's only medal at the Olympic Track and Field Championships last summer. So Ese Brume, real star for the Nigerian team. Saw her brother compete at the World Junior Championships in the 100. Sporting family. Ese Brume there just getting some coaching advice there. Ese Brume, a slight improvement, 6 meters and 47, and all importantly, she is in that top 8. Ricardo Savic of Serbia, second of the Serbian athletes, but she's having a fantastic year. Previous European junior champion, bronze medal at the European under-23s. If she could jump her 6 meters and 67, that would be enough to get in the top 8 at the moment. Way over the board there. Milica Kardasevic in all sorts of trouble at the moment. Second Nigerian in the field, Ruth Osoro, on paper should be the second Nigerian, but at the moment she is in 4th place. NCA indoor and outdoor triple jump champion. So not fancying that this morning, just honing her skills over the long jump. She's talking about getting sand in her hair there, I think. Ruth Osoro, good on the board. Shoots those legs and those arms. Rips her head back into the pit there when she lands. No improvement on her 6 meters and 69 from the first round. So Ivana Vuleta at the moment, really at home on this runway. Can these other athletes start those calibrations, those little adjustments that can help them get those valid jumps and help them hit those big distances? Lorraine Ugen as an athlete was going to have to do that. When Lorraine Ugen gets things right, she can jump really, really far. Took her all the way to a bronze medal at the 2016 edition of these championships. She was a World Indoor Tour winner this season. I think that was another foul there. It is a red light for the British champion. She was right in the mix in the medal distances, but right now she can't even think about that. Lorraine Uggen needs to get a valid mark to give herself a shot at staying as part of this competition in rounds 4, 5 and 6. Just those top 8 athletes getting those 3 further jumps. Essay Blume, the Olympic bronze medalist, right on the bubble. Lorraine Uggen at the moment, 2 fouls. You can see her coach there, Dwight Phillips, giving her a bit of direction. Lorraine Uggen, it's a lot of pressure to put yourself under. Romania's Usko. Should have found in the first round as well. Usko. 6 meters and 70 indoors this season. That at the moment would be good enough to get yourself in the top 8. Valentina Usko, European junior champion 7 years ago. She get the green light. She's nervously looking back. She does, she gets the green light. Now she's hunting for the 6 meters and 47 of Essay Blume. Tentative thumbs up. And if that will do, it's better heavily strapped left knee there on her takeoff leg. Usko, she's only been measured as 6 meters and 24 centimeters. That's 10th place at the moment. Not good enough for that top 8. That was the completion of the second round, and we're back round to the first jumper. Diame of Spain, starting off this 3rd round of the women's long jump. In 5th place at the moment. Looks good on the board. 6 meters and 60, just 4 centimeters behind her season's best. 6 meters and 64 this season. Diame having a really solid opening few rounds. Diame, we're still waiting for a distance here in the stadium. 6 meters 71. That's a brilliant jump from the Spanish woman, propelling herself up to 4th place.
Well, Hannah mentioned the brilliance of Dwight Phillips, first as an athlete, now as a coach. Jenny Meadows is down there with him now.
Rob, 4-time world champion and the busiest man in this stadium. He's got 3 women in this long jump final. Dwight, tell us about your girls.
I mean, the ladies are all prepared. They're jumping well. Tiffany right now is jumping really good. Lorraine is putting together a great series, but we got to get her on the board. And Akila, I mean, she has great talent, so I'm expecting great things. We have a high-level training group. I think we have one of the best in the world. Like, we got 5 girls in the top 20 in the world, so nothing should come as a surprise to them. And we prepare for this moment every day. So it's time to come out and, you know, and execute.
They couldn't have a better coach and mentor in you. Hope it goes well this evening. Good luck.
Thank you, sister.
Great to hear from Dwight Phillips then. Perhaps even better to see Beck Romanchuk. She's had a busy day, and look at that 3rd attempt, 6 meters and 68. She had to produce something then to make the final 3 in this women's long jump final. There he is, the man himself, Dwight Phillips. Busy man down there, busy coach, 3 athletes out there on the runway. Great to see him say if Lorraine Uggen can get herself on the board, it's going to be good. Quenisha Burks in 3rd place at the moment. Quenisha Burks third place at the moment, 6 meters and 77. Second place with Tiffany Flynn, her teammate just 1 centimeter ahead. That's a good jump off Quenisha Burks, right in and around that silver and bronze medal position. 1 centimetre more would see her leapfrog Tiffany Flynn. Love that speed from Quenisha Burks, and she's doing a great job of controlling it. To land quite heavily in the sand there. You can see the athletes sort of skip across it, but that was almost a knee plant. No improvement for Quenisha Burks, but she's putting together a really good series there. Another jump over 675. She'll go have a word with her coaching team. And here she is, Ivana Vlueta. So much pressure on this Serbian woman's shoulders. And she just seems to thrive on it. She said, indicated in the press conference, if Tokyo had gone better, she might have retired. 4th place out there in Tokyo. I'm not sure what better would have been, a medal or a title. But Ivana Vlueta there, just over the board. She's been given the red light. She's still in the lead. She's got 20 centimetres or so over her rivals. So she needs something big. Marginal foul. I love the idea of a home advantage. So it's fine, you just come here, we've set this stadium up, we'll put it up a week early. Welcome, Ivana. Help yourself, do all the practice you need.
Well, and look at what a great job they've done, and the Serbian crowd have been quite generous. They've gone wild when the Slovenians have been performing well. Tina Sutej yesterday got a huge reception for her bronze, going absolutely crazy for their own athletes. We are bubbling up nicely. They are expecting a victory for Ivana Vlueta, a successful title defense. She's in the driving seat at the moment. Can she hang on? It will send this crowd into unadulterated raptures if we finish with a Serbian gold in Belgrade on the final night.
Certainly will. I'm sure Akila Jones of Barbados would love to spoil the party. She leaped to a national record in January, 6 meters 80. World junior champion in this event, and went and dabbled in combined events and then came back to the long jump. Guided by Dwight Phillips. Looks good, won't challenge the lead, but it could get her up into this higher spot. She's in 7th at the moment. Let's have a look, 4th, 6 meters and 71 at the moment with Fatima Diame. Catching up with the younger Valentina Rossi. 6 meters and 55. So that won't be, it's exactly the same mark there for Jones. But as we were catching up with Valentina Villani, we did miss Sagnia there of Sweden. That's 6 meters and 42. That was her best attempt, and that was only good enough for 10th place. I really thought we might see Kadi Sagnia of Sweden get the consistency. She can hit some really big distances on her day, but unfortunately, there will be no more action from the Swedish athlete. Another athlete here on 2 fouls. If Martins wants to take any further part in this competition, she needs to get up to that 6 meters and 55. Apicino of Italy, the young 19-year-old occupying the 8th place, squeezing out the Olympic bronze medalist. Some big names going to miss out on 3 further jumps in this competition. And that looked like a 3rd foul for the Brazilian, and it is. Unfortunately, that will be the end of Martins and Brazil's competition. 6-time national champion, but desperately disappointed, I'm sure, with a no mark here at the World Indoor Championships.
Halfway stage of the long jump competition. The pole vault is warming up with quite a few men requiring must clearances at 585. And the men are getting ready on the far side of the track for the 1,500 metres.
Tiffany Flynn of the USA, she's in the silver medal position at the moment. See her coach just videoing that so we can slow it down. We're so keen to see exactly what the takeoff angles are, the foot position.
Silver medal position in the long jump on 678, 11 centimetres behind Ivana Spanish.
Tiffany Flynn, could she spoil the Serbian party tonight? 6 metres and 78 in the second round. She's just 1 centimetre ahead of Quenisha Burks in the bronze medal position. Yelled at that board, Tiffany Flynn. That won't be an improvement on her 6 metres and 78. She gets the green light. Dwight Phillips giving nothing away. Tiffany Flynn is looking for a replay, looking for a chance to cross the track. Just 6 metres and 43 centimetres for Flynn. Getting to crunch time here in this women's long jump. Ese Brume, the Olympic bronze medalist, she needs to get up into that top 8 if she wants another 3 attempts. 6 metres and 55, the mark she needs to beat. Ese Brume of Nigeria. Nigeria's only medalist at the Olympic Games last summer, and showing why. That was a great attempt. Does she get the green light? She does. Okay, we have no qualification rounds in this women's long jump. We haven't in any of these horizontal jumps, but what you do have is after 3 rounds, only 8 athletes advance into those final 3 rounds. So it's almost a qualification and a final in one. Ese Brume doing her very best to squeeze herself and Nigeria up into the top 8. Has Ese Brume done enough? Wow, 6 metres and 85. She's done enough to get all the way into second position. She's just 4 centimetres behind Violetta. Lorraine Ugan, she is in another precarious situation. 2 fouls for the British champion. She struggles to find the board in so many competitions. Can Lorraine Ugan get herself into that top 8? That looked close on the board for me. I'm nervously waiting. Is she going to get a green light or a red light? Green light for Lorraine Ugan. That's the first box ticked. Has she done enough to get herself into the top 8? It's got to be close on the board there. Look, leaning forward, trying to carry that momentum into the pit. Dwight Phillips tinkering with that, and it is good. 6 metres 82. Look at that relief there for Lorraine Ugan. She lives to fight another 3 rounds, pushing the American duo down. So the good news is Beck Romanchuk is in the top 8. Very relieved that she might not make it. She had a few other athletes after her. She's had such a busy day. Check out Marina Beck Romanchuk's Instagram if you want to see quite how busy her day's been. Some wonderful clips of her getting back to her hotel, celebrations with the Ukrainian team. Quite how she had time to get back to her hotel, I'm not sure. Using some of her speed she's got on this runway here. Beck Romanchuk bouncing back from a silver medal in the triple jump, and that looks good. 6 metres and 68 in the first round. 2 fouls to open her competition, settled those nerves, got herself in this top 8. Could she dream of taking a second medal at this World Indoor Championships? Hard to believe it was just her second ever triple jump competition this morning. truly believe she's had a shaky start in her long jump season, 2 no marks on the circuit. Undoubtedly her preparations really affected by what's going on in her home nation. She came here this morning, I think, just trying to figure out the runway, and she came away with a silver medal. 6 meters and 73 for the Ukrainian athlete, up into 6th place. Here we are in the 4th round, Ruth Azoro of Nigeria. Roaring herself down this runway. 6 meters 69 earlier in the competition. Pepping around about that mark, 2nd and 3rd. Anything around 6 meters 75, 6 meters 80 would be an improvement. Bronze medal at the moment, 6 meters and 82 with Great Britain's Lorraine Ugan. Don't think Ruth Azoro can challenge that, triple jump specialist. Great shot there. If there's ever a reason to get less officials on the inside, it's because they get sprayed with sand. Just worry about getting sand in their eyes. 6 meters 56, no improvement for Ruth Azoro of Nigeria. Fatima Diame entered this 4th round in 6th place. Marina Beck-Romanchuk has pushed her down into 7th place. Fatima Diame, I think, just picking up a foul here in the 4th round. 6 meters and 71 in the 3rd round. That will remain her best. Really high quality women's long jump potting up here. So many athletes in the 670s, in the 680s. Look at that top 8. Really tight. Just 20 centimeters separating 1st to 8th. Could not be closer. Quenisha Burke's next up on the runway. Waiting for that white cone to be removed. It'll be her 1 minute countdown starting. She was up in bronze medal for a while behind Tiffany Flynn. US indoor champion just a few weeks ago. Quenisha Burke, she's bettered her season's best of 6 meters and 65. She's got an outdoor personal best of 6 meters and 96. That would be enough for gold. They're almost in that sprint start position. Don't think that will trouble the top 3 medal positions. Quenisha Burke, she's been really consistent. She looked most at home on this runway in the first few rounds, but she hasn't really lifted. She hasn't brought anything else to the 4th, 5th and 6th rounds. It's landing on the edge of the pit there, almost like she could graze her knee on the edge of the pit there. It's been measured as 6 meters and 63 for Quenisha Burke. No improvement on her 6 meters and 77 for the 1st round. Quenisha Burke's getting some input there. She'll have 2 more attempts in this women's long jump final. Tiffany Flynn. And to watch Ese Blume and Lorraine Ugan soar past her, pushing her down into 4th place. So many athletes just in and around 6 meters 80. See the graphic there with the medal lines in the sand. It's been pretty good so far, this championships. It's pretty accurate, that graphic that's superimposed in the sand. Great aerial shots there. It's wonderful to see the athleticism and the body positions these athletes have to get into. 6 metres 65, no improvement for Flynn, Burks and Flynn. They put pressure on the field early on, but they haven't been able to raise their game. Lorraine Ugen and Esse Blume, they did that. They brought their best in the third round. Could they go even further? Lorraine Ugen, she got a bronze medal in this event in 2016. She knows what she's doing on this stage. Wobbly start with those 2 fouls. Looks like Lorraine Ugen's finding a groove. Foul there for Lorraine Ugen. She was part of the Commonwealth Games 4x100 team for England. I think in 2018, picking up a medal there, and you can see all that speed. She demonstrates that on the runway, and it's hard to control that. The balance between unleashing that power and that speed and controlling it to be able to hit the ball. But you can see 3 fouls for Lorraine Ugen in 4 rounds, but I'm so pleased she's managed to get that 6 metres 82 in the middle.
And it showed no lack of character, the context in which she did it, needing any mark to try and give herself an opportunity of a top 8. She went eyeballs out, and she's given herself an opportunity for a bronze medal, but it's very congested, and surely it won't stay like that. 89, 85, 82, someone is going to be inspired by this sellout crowd.
Could that woman be Esse Blume? 7 metres 17 outdoors, 6 metres 85. That's not her best. She's got the skills, she's got the ability to take this gold medal. Esse Blume setting herself up, heading down the runway. It's good on the board. She just at the last minute dipped into the sand. It was good on the board, it looked good on takeoff. Not quite the momentum to carry her over that gold medal mark. Look at those lines, gold, silver and bronze, just on top of each other in the pit. Nail-biting for the Serbian crowd.
I was just going to say that. You can sense there's tension in here, because when she was 20 centimetres clear, it was bouncing. Now the crowd are realising that this could get very tight for their homegrown star.
Great to have a few minutes of field action. You can hear the music, the pumping rhythm being put out here in the Štark Arena in Belgrade. Everybody's clapping their hands, waving their Serbian flags for Ivana Vuleta. A little bit of self-talk. Look at that, everybody loving seeing their Serbian superstar in the gold medal position. Handling this pressure superbly, waving at the crowd when she entered the stadium. Ivana Vuleta. Oh, that looked good on the board. She's got the green light for Ivana Vuleta. I think that will be an improvement on her 6 metres and 89. She holds that lead by just 4 centimetres. Everybody in this stadium would love her to have a bigger cushion than that. Vuleta doing well there to hold her head out of the sand. 7 metres and 6 centimetres. Listen to that roar. Look at Vuleta. Bit of relief, bit of acknowledgement. She knows this competition isn't over yet, but hey, over 7 metres, that gives her the world lead. Everyone was talking about Malaika Mihambo not turning up, but Ivana Vuleta going over the Germans' world-leading mark of 6 metres and 96. 7 metres and 6 centimetres. Hats off to Ivana Vuleta.
The noise is absolutely deafening in here. It's a virtual standing ovation for Vuleta, but it isn't over yet. Beck Romanchuk in the 5th round.
Took Beck Romanchuk 5 rounds to find her feet in the triple jump this morning. That was a good jump. I fear it's going to be a red light for the Ukrainian silver medalist in this morning. Yes, Yes, it is a red light there for Beck Romanchuk. I thought she was going to have an inspired 5th round again. Saw her just a few hours ago. Oh, agonising on the board. Oh, Beck Romanchuk, what a story that would have been, 2 back-to-back. Round 5 leaps, but 6th place at the moment. She's having another look. She says, I think that was close enough.
There have been a couple of jumps, Hannah, especially early on, where athletes thought that they were clear and failed, or they've turned around the judgment by a split second. It's absolutely deafening down here in the bowels of the stadium. Usoro asking the crowd to respond, and they are. They're absolutely tuned into this long jump competition now, with their defending champion in pole position.
I wish you could get a mic on Osoro. I want to know what she's saying to herself. Motivating herself, willing herself down the runway. Red light for the Nigerian. These women still struggling with this runway. We saw that particularly in the multi-events, in the heptathlon and the pentathlon we had on the 1st and 2nd days here at the World Indoor Championships. It's giving these women long jumpers a bit of trouble as well.
Plantis.
Diame of Spain, round 5, the women's long jump. Ooh! Oh, that could challenge her best mark of 6 meters and 71. Can't wait for that graphic to come back with this top 8. So close to each other. Splitting hairs here. I think she's been given the red light there. Fatima Diame. She will have to stick on that 6 meters and 71 for the moment. She's saying it's so close you can do this. Just 11 centimetres off a medal, Diame. She's in 7th place. Quenisha Burks, can she be the woman to find 5 centimetres up to Lorraine Ugen? Who let us spread the field out. Like an endurance runner kicking, she's spread it out into single file. She's got a bit of a lead. It's all to fight for behind Quenisha Burks. Setting herself up. One of the shortest athletes in the field, Quenisha Burks, but she's got great speed on the runway. I think that will challenge her best mark of 6 meters and 77. What can these athletes do just to lift themselves slightly in this 6th and final round? Some of them just look like the nerves are getting to them. They'll know what an opportunity there is here for them.
You're behind there, you cut it and then you touch it. You were about this far behind.
6 meters and 33. She stays in 5th place.
So tight, that leaderboard. It's unbelievably congested around 2nd down to 7th, 8th. A lot could still change, you know, here in this last round.
It really could. We've got pretty much a round and a half to go now. Tiffany Flynn, she's in 4th position still. She entered these 3 final rounds in that position. It's not been too much change in these last few rounds. The biggest change really being Ivana Vuleta of Serbia, stretching her lead out to 7 meters and 6 centimeters, giving herself 21 centimetres over her competitors. It's a nerve-wracking 4 or 5 centimetres going into these final few rounds. Tiffany Flynn. 6:51, that's been measured at for the American silver medalist at their indoor championships. Flynn and Quenisha Burks inseparable throughout this competition. Great to see this women's long jump showcased here. Track and field, one of the most inclusive and diverse sports in the world. So many different events. I love the idea that any child sitting at home could see an event this weekend and go, I fancy a go at that. That looks fun. women's long jump. Centre stage here. Lorraine Ugan for Great Britain in bronze medal position at the moment. Oh, the graphic's correct. She's slightly behind that. She might match her bronze medal from 2016. What a treat for these women. This showcase is for Ivana Vuleta of Serbia, but how special for the rest of this field to get to experience this environment. And there's a certain Armand Duplantis out there as well that I'm sure everyone's very excited about, but the timing in this schedule looks to be done really well. They're letting Vuleta have the climax here as that bar increases in the men's pole vault. 6 meters 82, that's good off Lorraine Ugan. Consistent. One more chance for the British champion. Essay Brume, I said it a few minutes ago, 7 meters 17 outdoors. Olympic bronze medal last year. It's possible. She's saying a prayer. She's saying, I haven't competed yet. I've come all the way to Belgrade, Serbia for one competition. We've seen a few athletes have really short indoor seasons, just one day here at the World Indoor Championships. Essay Brume is one of those. Oh, I think that will be round and about what she's done already, 6 meters and 85. So if Essay Brume took the only Nigerian medal in the Tokyo Olympics, she could be set to do the same here. We haven't seen a Nigerian medal. I think they progressed into the final of the men's 4x4. So Essay Brume again, carrying her whole nation on her shoulders. Can she hold on to that silver medal as we move into the third and final round? Bit of Queen bass going on in the background.
I think this will be ringing in our ears for about 3 days after we get home.
Ivana Vuleta of Serbia. She's on the World Athletes Commission and the European Athletes Committee. She looks outside of herself. She's very vocal and active in those groups. She cares about her sport. She cares about her country, and she's here trying to take gold for Serbia. Over the board there. Good in the sand, but it will be a foul. And Fatima Diame of Spain. It looks like a foul. Oh, that was a good jump there from Fatima Diame, giving it everything in the last round. The officials have reshuffled the field. We will now go 8th through to first place. So we missed Ruth Osoro of Nigeria. She had a foul in her 6th round, so that will be the finishing position for her. And Diame will not improve on her 7th place. So every athlete jumping now has a chance to leapfrog up this leaderboard. Beck Romanchuk, the silver medalist from the triple jump, will be next. You can see her there. It is still just 9 centimetres to that bronze medal mark of Lorraine Ugan. Can Beck Romanchuk finish off her fairy tale day? She's a long jumper by trade. This is her better, on paper, her event. Till midday today, you would have said, Marina Beck Romanchuk, yep, she's a long jumper. Suddenly, this morning she became a triple jumper, picking up a silver medal here at the World Indoor Championships. What can the Ukrainian do? This is her final attempt to improve on her 6th place here in the long jump final. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. She's already got a silver medal. What can Beck Romanchuk of Ukraine do in this final round? Close on the board. That was close on the board. Her body language, yes, red light. Not to be a double medal winning day for Beck Romanchuk, but what a day for her and Ukraine. She's got to be happy with her day's work. I wonder what she'll do outdoors. It's her first double at triple jump this season. Second ever competition brought her a silver medal this morning. Well, that must have been exhilarating and exhausting, physically and mentally. Beck Romanchuk of Ukraine exiting in 6th place. Next up, Quenisha Burks. Early leader with her 6 meters and 77. She's not improved on that. All the way back in that first round, we thought Quenisha Burks, she knows what she's doing on this runway. And all of a sudden, everybody else found their groove. Valletta first, she went to 6 meters and 89. Stretched that all the way to 6 meters, 7 meters and 6 centimeters. Quenisha Burks, can she find 5-6 centimeters to get herself up into the medals? That's nothing. If you're at home, if you've got a ruler, if you've got a tape measure, 6 centimeters. That's all Quenisha Burks is looking for in the hunt for a medal. Quenisha Burks, that looked good on the board. I think she's just dropped down before that bronze medal mark. She could be, she's got the green light. She is the only athlete so far, Tiffany Flynn could do it as well, to have 6 valid jumps. That in itself is impressive, but unfortunately, they don't hand out medals for valid jumps, else Quenisha Burks might be one in front of the queue.
She was the first of the long jumpers to register any mark at all with that 6.77 in the first round.
The last athlete who can impact the medal position in terms of who they go to. 6.78.
Run-up marker there. I think she's collected, put back in her board, in her bag. Right, Tiffany Flynn, 4th place. Everybody says 4th place is the worst. I'm not sure, it's better than 5th. Tiffany Flynn, 6 meters and 78, 4 centimeters behind her training partner, Lorraine Ugen. Dwight Phillips, 4-time world champion, Olympic champion in long jump. We've got 3 athletes he coaches in this event. Tiffany Flynn's one of them. Close on the board, even if that is a great note, she's been given the red light. I was going to say, don't think that was enough to improve. So we have our medalists here in this women's long jump final. They are Lorraine Ugen of Great Britain, Ese Blume of Nigeria, and Ivana Valletta of Serbia. But is that order going to change? Just 3 jumps left in this women's long jump final.
And it shows you what an amazing effort that was from Lorraine Ugen in the 3rd round for 6.82. It has brought her another world indoor medal, bronze in 2016. Could she produce any improvement here with her final effort?
This would be only the 2nd medal for Great Britain. A couple of high-profile athletes having to pull out. Elliot Giles, Keely Hodgkinson. Mark Scott picking up a fantastic bronze in the men's 3,000 metres earlier. Could Lorraine Ugen convert this fantastic bronze medal? She's already got 2 hands on that. But she'd love a go at the silver medal or even the gold. Over the board there for me, Lorraine Ugen. Wow, total opposite really of Tiffany Flynn and Quenisha Burks. Lorraine Ugen will just have 2 valid jumps, but 6 meters and 82 will be enough for a bronze medal. Lorraine Ugen on her day is one of the world's best female long jumpers, showing that, backing up her bronze medal from 2016 with another bronze medal.
So, if Esme Brune does not go past 7.06, this stadium is going to erupt. 1 jump separates Valletta from a successful title defence. The Serbians can taste gold at the climax of our final session in Belgrade. Brume is the only one who can spoil the party for Valletta.
Is anyone going to join in with Brume's clap? Maybe they're going to try and be out of sync. What can we do to save our hero, our heroine? Ivana Valletta in 1st place. Ese Blume of Nigeria. Final attempt to spoil the Serbian party. Good on the board. Oh, I think that will be not enough. You can hear the crowd, they're starting to cheer. Ivana Vuleta, look at that composure, that respect for a competition. She's going to wait for that to get measured. But it is a gold medal. Well, let's wait. Let's give Essay Brume the mark. You never know, sometimes the traffic graphics can get shifted. Someone might knock a camera, something might happen. Lovely aerial shot there of Essay Brume. The crowd are staring intently at the scoreboard. Anything less than 7 meters and 6 meters and 67 centimeters, not enough from Essay Brume. She will take a silver medal for Nigeria, and that means gold for Ivana Vuleta and Serbia. She looks like she doesn't realise, but she's so focused on the competition, she doesn't realise what's happened. She wants to jump. She was asked in a press conference, could you threaten your national record of 7 meters in 24? And she looked quietly confident. She went, yeah, I'm in Serbia. This is my home crowd. This is my arena. Ivana Vuleta, she took a fantastic European title here in 2017. She's converting it to world indoor gold. Everybody on the stadium is on their feet. Ivana Vuleta, she's already got, she's over the line. She's done a foul, but what a professional having a go at that anyway. And there you see it. Look at that $1 million smile. There could not have been more expectation on Ivana Vuleta of Serbia, as she's delivered. Hugs for the coach, hugs for Ivana Vuleta. She's waving someone else down for a hug. And the stadium is rocking. This is what they've hoped for all weekend. And it's so special when you see an athlete in front of a home crowd win a championships. Hats off to Ivana Vuleta.
What a moment for Ivana Vuleta. And what a way for our 6th and final session to edge towards a climax. Some of these youngsters are in tears. They don't know whether to laugh, cry, jump or shout, or all of the above. Everybody's on their feet for this lap of honour. None of the youngsters will ever forget this moment when in front of her home crowd, Ivana Vuleta made history, successfully defending this title, and she went over 7 meters to do so. Up on the top tier, everybody is on their feet. Serbian flags flying high. What a moment for Vuleta.
Confirmation of the women's long jump results here at the World Indoor Championships. A brilliant home gold medal for Ivana Vuleta of Serbia. The world lead mark is 7 meters and 6 centimeters. Essay Brume of Nigeria with that silver medal. And Lorraine Ugan picking up Great Britain's second medal with a bronze medal.